Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh, and today for the stream I'm going to be trying something a little different. This is Project Ignis. This is the new YGO Pro simulator from the people who made YGO Pro Percy. I had messed around with this a little bit, but I wanted to try it out and see how I liked it for the stream. This is really my first real test using it. I don't know what kind of matches we're going to get or what kind of opponents we're going to face. So we may or may not stick with this when I'm streaming by myself, depending on how I feel this goes. So I may or may not upload this one to YouTube, depending on quality of matches. Looks like our opponent is playing Lilith, Lady of Lament, Power Extravagance, so probably some Lair of Darkness stun deck. Unfortunately for us, most of our main deck Eldlich cards don't do much against. Oh god, it's a gift card FK OTK type deck. Well, this is probably not a good sign for how good the stream is going to be. So we will see. Opponent set 3. This feels like a really bad matchup for us, just we have no way of interacting with anything our opponent wants to do here. Activate a land. Pay 8, feel great. Probably just search the Golden Lord itself here. If our opponent flips up any kind of floodgate, we can send it to the grave. Try to activate our Eldlich. Opponent thinking, opponent thinking. Alright, we get to summon it. Unfortunately, we only have GB Crows. We don't have the top stuff. Set Judgment. We'll set one of these. Maybe if it gets destroyed, we can send it to grave. Keep the other one in hand for the Eldlich in hand. Another extravagant. We will definitely ash that one. Normal summons Nurse Replicule. That's always the bad sign. We Judgment this. We lower our life points a lot. But if they try to reborn it, we have the DD Crow. And yeah, let's stop it. If they have a gift card, this completely shuts it off. If they have their own Judgment, we just lose. Probably should have thought about that. Yep, they have their own Judgment. Opponent says you are dead. That's not very nice. Upstart Goblin. Gift card. Well, and Hazard Destiny. Well, this was a really bad matchup for us anyway. Alright, game 2 should go a little better. Game 2, we get Lightning Storms and Cyclones. We can go down. Callback's good for Lilith. Ash seems decent. Yeah, go down the DD Crows. Those aren't going to do much of anything in this matchup. Maybe get out of Judgment. That seems like a liability in this matchup. Opponent's taking their time sighting. Eldlich is somewhat difficult to side against. Cosmic Cyclone's really strong, but beyond that, there's not many traditional answers to what this deck is trying to do. We will go first, playing this game. Okay, well, this hand is unexciting at best. Try to fix it. That did not improve our chances much at all. We still just have no meaningful way to interact with our opponent's deck. Opponent's thinking real hard about a deck that kind of plays itself. No, Eldlich doesn't do anything. If he can kill us, we can just kill us. Has their own extravagance. That's not a good sign. If they normal Lilith, it means they can't summon the nurse. For them to get another turn, at least. Banishment of the Dark Lords, so they're getting the nurse. Sets the gift cards. Four back row and the nurse. I don't like where this is at. Oh, just sets a monster. Huh. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I wonder if it's worthwhile to send our own Eldlich to the grave and then let's try it. Always get back in the grave. I feel like our opponent purposely the only good thing I can say about them. Lightning Storm. Dark Bribe. And then might as well give us an effect. Even. Solemn Judgment. Activate Eldlich. Bad reaction Mochi. Well, we can destroy that eventually. Activate Curse of Land. But opponent gets this one, we're fine with that. Activates Try and Guess. The good thing about the Eldlich extra deck, the So that's one, two, synchro. With all fusion. Because all is fusion, right? So no one takes anything. Why would they take synchro? Yeah, we have almost entirely issues. 800, search another conquistador. Activate Eldlich. Send the first conquistador. We will special summon the zombie. Big zombie can't destroy. Set 1, set 2, and pass the turn. Use conquistador, get Scarlet Sanguine, and get back our other Eldlich. Don't super like where we're at because we're pretty confident that our opponent sets a nurse. But if we don't flip it up, we can chain the Conquistador to whatever life gain spells they have, and then pop with that reaction. Up turn. That's a pretty underwhelming draw. But yeah, just summon another Eldlich. Well, summon the second from grave. Not really. Declare an attack. Opponent activates your card. Chain Conquistador. What you got, opponent? Solemn Judgment. That's fine because the gift card doesn't kill us, and then our opponent's somewhat out of resources. Tackle the nurse. Activate Sanguine. Grab back. Last Eldlich. Attack. I wonder why our opponent set the nurses. They know we have ways to kill the back row. Hey, again, now that we know we're not dying this turn. Search last Conquistador, and I don't think our opponent has a way out of this. So any burn or life gain spell that they draw into, we can pop the Samoki. So we need to go exactly Pot of Extravagance into another nurse for bad reaction and a spell that can cause us gain. Well, Soul Taker definitely doesn't do it. Chain and Conquistador. Yes, we will destroy a card, destroy bad reaction, gain 1,000 life points, and that is the game. Alright, game 3. This is a scary match because we have so little control over anything that happens in it. So we just have to hope our opponent can't kill us, and then we can take away enough resources with a board wipe. Which this hand does absolutely none of. So that's exciting. Sets back row. All they do is set back row. Okay, set back row and nurse. I'm gonna cry if there's a 3 gift card. Oh, card of demise. Fair, fun Yu-Gi-Oh here. Maybe this deck is the secret to beat Eldlich. We don't have any strong way of interacting with it, and this deck was extremely powerful in the last stream we did. terraforming in Mystic Mine. Well, that's disgusting. They just said it. They have monster and we don't, so they would have survived. But we got the evenly. So, are we dead? Let me be honest, I don't like our chances. Opponent has 5 back row animals. Flying Guess is not a solid judgment. Ixies, we definitely have more Ixies. Is the only one they're activating? 3000 does not kill us. Evenly resolves. What are the keep? Keeps 1 back row. Okay. At this point, I think we survive. Well, normal summon border. Activate Elixir. Summon the Conquistador. Set Conquistador. Summon Eldlich, set Conquistador. So now they can't use Lilith. We have a big beater, and we can pop anything if they play. Okay, well, Pot of Extravagance is pretty good card to keep. If you're gonna give Evenly. Pot of Greed is the type of effect you want. So we still need, like, exactly Nurse or Bad Reaction plus 2 life themselves. Alright, just sets 2. I don't think there's any way 2 kills us. Do that and switch your attack. If we just have a Mirror Force, we don't care because we have 2 Elixir plus an Elixir and Brave. It's Blazing Mirror Force to get us. Alright, not Blazing Mirror Force. Magic Signature? Nope. Hit our opponent down to 35. Main phase 2. Set another Conquistador. These are both once per turn, so setting the other one is actually guessing value is kind of things like that. 10 set order. Don't think I want to do that. In case I don't have a Regeki type of effect. Another Extravagance. Jesus. So our pumps had Extravagance. Multiple Extravagance. Releasing the game now. Duality. Just keeps digging. Okay, they have the Nurse. We pop it with a Conquistador. Summons the Nurse. Soul Taker, Pregnant Eldlich. Chain, Conquistador. One activates Path of Destiny. And that's fine. We have one more and gift card. Yep. Our opponent got us. That's a feel bad. Exact game 2. Alright. No, we will not request a rematch. We do not want to play against that deck again. Alright. Let's find another match and hopefully play against a more real deck. That was not exciting. So far I do like this Project Ignis. I don't know how much more reliable it is than YGO Pro, but I haven't had any slowdowns, lags, crashes yet. I think with this client really needs is a ranking system, because the big issue with all of these different YGO Pro simulators since DevPro stopped being supported was there's no incentive for players to stay in a game if they're either obviously going to lose or make an egregious misplay. So if you're playing a long combo deck, such like the Adamanticators, you can mess up your combo halfway through and just leave the game and jump into another game. And that's good from a testing perspective, but it makes it very hard to live stream with these types of clients because you don't run into opponents that will actually complete the match very often. And that's not a self-superior thing. Like, I've definitely been using these clients, messed up combos, and just like left the game because there's no reason to play it out once you misplay or misclick. Like, there's not much reason to do anything else. You can't backtrack the way you can on Duelingbook. So, depending on how this goes, it's also taking us a long time to find opponents, which is potentially an issue. But so far, this is a very clean interface, and it seems reliable. This background's kind of bright. I'll probably swap this out at some point. Alright, opponent, let us go first. Activate Eldland. Opponent's waiting on something. K800. Search out. Probably just Golden Lord. Like I was saying on last week's live stream, this deck I almost feel like wants to go second, so you can use both the effects of the Golden Lord, send something great, and bring it back. Like, this card doesn't do much of anything going first, unless you can get on the board with the Elixir. Fortunately, Inspector Border plus Solemn Judgment's a pretty obnoxious start. Opponent has Twin Twisters. This card's Cyber Dragon Master. Well, one of the best ways to out an Inspector Border is just special summon the Cyber Dragon. Worked for Vampire Lord back in the day, works for Inspector Border now. Cyber Repair Plant. Searches Cyber Dragon Curse. Cyber Dragons also are pretty notorious OTK deck, so this might just be able to OTK us using Inspector Border. But I'd much rather lose to Cyber Dragons than some stupid Nurse Burn deck. Summons Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Activates Galaxy Soldier. Searches another Galaxy Soldier. Overload Fusion, and that should be game. We'll wait and see what our opponent summons, just in case. Epic Rampage, and we're dead. Well, that was a disappointing start. Compared to how well this deck did against the meta, we're losing against the tier 2 and jank decks quite a bit. Again, this side deck is very awkward. We're really only good against the very intense build-a-board decks like the Adamantias. Don't really have anything, so we don't want Galaxy Cyclone. We don't really want Evil Mage, so our opponent's not playing with background, he's probably not building a board. So bring in Tankratops, bring in Imperial Order, bring in the Beerus, go down Galaxy Cyclones, go down Evil Mage. But even that's not exciting. Alright, well, we're definitely opting to go second now. Our deck is stronger going second, and Cyber Dragons doesn't have a fantastic going first. So we'll just see what they can put up and then try to break it. Activates Power Bond. Interesting. It's not a card we see super often. Summon Cyber Eternity Dragon with 2 Kaijus and a Maxer. Activate Repair Plant. So if we send this to the grave, our opponent can special summon a Cyber Dragon from hand back to grave. Then they can banish it from the grave, and we can't target fusion monsters with card effects, and they can't be destroyed by card effects. So it's just Overload and passes. So our opponent has a way to just pop really anything. We have this 4,000 monster, but they don't have the fusion monster in grave, so you can still target it. I think what we do is special Pankratops, tribute Pankratops, target the Eternity, and now they can special summon Cyber Dragon. So we negate that with Ash. Now they just have the Overload, which can pop a bunch of our stuff, but all of our cards have effects in the grave. So that shouldn't matter. Set it to Grain of Salt. But I think we can get through this. Search Eldlich, the Golden Lord. Activate Elixir of Light Destiny. Special summon attack position. And a battle. Opponent triggers Overflow. Banishes 2. We will definitely activate Eldland. Probably Hakuera to the grave. Set 1. Set 2. We don't want to give our opponent a monster. So just go to end phase. Activate Hakuera. Set Scarlet Sanguine. And pass the turn. Our opponent used a lot of resources in that Power Bond. I don't know if that was really a winning strategy. Our opponent can't do anything. We'll wait till the end phase to use Scarlet. Okay, in end phase. Scarlet Sanguine. Special from the deck, in the deck. We have if I want to use these, if we have a rank 5, we can use to go for game. We don't, but Pleiades. Pretty strong, I think. Can't use Bram because only the monster use something like that. I'm gonna activate these anyway, and probably just make Pleiades. No, we will not destroy something. Banish. Yeah, banish is here. Probably should have banished the Eternity, but shouldn't matter. Oh, well, that makes it real easy. Set 1. Effective Eldlich. Send Scarlet. Don't need to chain anything. We will special summon a zombie monster. Attack for 25. And we get it. Opponent scoops it up. Alright. Game 2, our opponent's definitely going to make us go first. But I still think this is the best we're going to do as far as side decking with the side deck we have goes. Well, for going first, this hand is abysmal. So we see 2 interruptions. Hope our opponent can't do anything. We won't give him anything. I want to have a somewhat better idea of what our opponent has before getting stuff. Activates Master, pitch a ChardarYGO. So something cool about this is because all of these become ChardarYGO. If we banish this ChardarYGO, not only does not summon it back to the Master. Normal summon first. Drop is this summons Seeger. Search out ChardarYGO. Got opponent. Just sets one. That's a good sign. That is bad. Puts us for 21. Now if we draw any of our spells and traps, I can use Eldlich, since Seeger, that's not a spell and trap, that's not anything. And we literally can only set an Ash. And I think I actually want to do that. Hopefully keeps us alive. I'm not becoming less confident about this game. Oh, they have an overflow anyway. Of course they do. Banish Master, pop Ash. That's fine. Ash isn't honestly doing much. Oh, they do Galaxy Soldier. That's too bad. Discard the Cyber Dragon. At this point, I think we just have to let them go off, and then hopefully they play into the Nibiru. Summon the other Galaxy Soldier. Discard your own Nibiru. Overdose into Cyber Dragon Nova. So that is 3. Sends Sea to Grave. Pump Nova. And the spell phase. Attack. 42. Effect Nova. I'm pretty sure our opponent clears have killed us there. I'm sure we're getting some back. Cyber Dragon. And some in the well, we are not going to throw Nibiru at infinity. Spell trap, please. Oh, that's not a spell trap. I mean, we'll try it. Maybe our opponent won't need it for some reason. Yeah, and we're dead. Even setting action saves the passive, but alright. Get got by Cyber Dragons. We'll check on the opponent. Alright, let's go. So far, this has been very uninspiring for the Eldlich deck. What advantage of Project Ignis versus Duelingbook is coming up is match times are a lot shorter because we're not asking our opponents if an effect is okay every time we do anything. So if we're just trying to grind out as many matches as possible, then I think this deck becomes more, this client becomes more advantageous. Alright, we win rock, paper, scissors. Let's try going second. We may have to do damage. Ash, Border, and Skill Drain. If you watched our stream on Monday, Skill Drain massively overperformed. We drew it like every single game. Opponent uses Time Thief Regulator. Well, we do not want our opponent special summoning to Time Thief, so we will absolutely try to ash that. So our opponent have a call by. Our opponent has Quick Launch, special summon the Rocket. Time Thief Rocket. Interesting. Root Sector Launch. Silver Rocket and Magna Rocket. Sends Root Sector Launch. Special summons Rocket Recharger. So maybe ashing the Time Thief is bad, but special summoning two monsters like that. Ashing that has to be right. Redoer and Perpetua. It's kind of a bizarre board for rockets to end on. So the phase activates the Redoer. The Skill Drain activates the mark. What do we get? Call by the grave. Draw card. Perpetua, special summon the Regulator. Nope, we will normal summon the Border. Nice attack with the Regulator. Effect of Perpetua. Attaches Time Thief Climax. Activate Elixir. Special summon Eldlich. Set 1, set 2. Battle phase. Attack Regulator. And pass turn. My opponent didn't use any effects in the end phase, so Skill Drain might be able to do something. Effect of Perpetual. I have to wait till I use the redoers effect. Otherwise I can just pop the skill drain. Not pop it, but put it back in the deck. 6-1. Battle phase. Have to border, that's fine. Border wasn't doing anything anyway. Activates Phantom Knights of Faith and Liberty. Tornado Dragon. That's a problem. They're kind of banking on the skill drain getting us there. Target the skill drain. Well, have to fire it off now. Opponent change redoer. I'll just banish it so I can't attack over it with the Eldlich. They do everything. Banish, draw card, put Eldlich back in the deck. And now they're under skill drain, so I'll be able to beat over the Eldlich monsters. The Eldlich monsters are not easy to get over. And phase. Reader comes back. And we will not attack the Quail. Oh, we need both of them. Reader is activated. Reader is negated. Activates Elixir. Special summon another Eldlich. And pass the turn. So opponent has a lot of cards that we'll have to fight through. But I'm not sure how they get around the skill drain short of just drawing a Prince of Spirits or other back row removal effect. Normal summon Goblin Bird. Swan. Special summon Rocket Tracer. So they can probably go into something big enough to attack over Eldlich. Summon Boral Sword, which is not a terribly inspiring card under skill drain. Flyback. Got one card from my graveyard. Probably gonna just take an elixir, but we have 2 of them, so that shouldn't matter. Yeah, it takes. Oh. Just take called by. I wonder if they know that our cards do things in the grave. Also, Dragon attack Eldlich. Yes, that's fine. Take 24. Alright, opponent. What you got? Passes the turn. Still gonna hold on to Pharaoh. Ooh, Conquistador. It's a really good draw. Banish Elixir. Set another Pharaoh. It's probably the least impactful one. Just put in that. Activate Eldlich. Send the Pharaoh we know about to the grave. Add the hand. Yes, we will special summon an indestructible giant zombie. Battle phase. Attack over Boral Sword. Not a statement. I guess you said super often. Power skill thing. 500. Make this 2. Set Conquistador. And end phase. Get to use the effect of if a player reset to grave. Set. Sanguine. Alright, opponent. Can you get out of this? And opponent scoops it up. Alright. Game 2, bring in the Beer for sure. We'll try Lava Golems. I don't know if our opponent just ends on 2 Ixies. I don't know if Severe Mode will come up. Opponent can summon a defense, so Lightning Strike probably not the strongest. They will go have the extra deck set up, so Border won't be as strong. Galaxy Cyclone, then probably not be playing much back row other than the Time Thief back row, which has the effects in the grave. I got on those. And probably a BB Crow, Aquero, just because we're going second. Alright, opponent. Do your worst. Well, this hand is not exciting, but this deck doesn't need its hands to be fantastic. We just need like enough cards to start our momentum, and then our deck just builds up so many effects and becomes really hard to stop. Goblinderberg, Rocket Tracer, and Kage Tokage, channeling from 2013 gadgets today. Striker Dragon. Yeah, we can probably Ash Striker Dragon. Boot Sector Launch is a pretty powerful card. Destroy itself as Rocket Tracer back in hand. Oh, relates to the Redoer. Time Thief Winder. That's Time Thief Winder is a very powerful card, as we learned from the Time Thief UDF deck. Search Time Thief Flyback. Set started back row. Maybe we should have taken out our shouldn't have taken out our cyclones. And that is opponents can steal a card from us. Time Thief takes the Fury. Oh, would have been nice to have that last turn. Activate Eldlich. Got opponent. Why that? We get Eldland. We're actually really okay with that. Sanguine still gets us to Eldlich, and then we have 2 back row to interact with our opponent. Pass the turn. Effect of Reader. That's fine. Detach our Eldland, draw a card. Scan the phase, gets scan of the card, activate Flyback. Probably attach to a trap. Practice a spell. And it's Sparta. Reader goes off. Takes another Nibiru. Okay. Okay. Egyptian gods are just laughing at us now. Back to Reader. Catches a spell, draws a card. Fine interaction and drawing a lot of cards. Rocket Tracer again. Quick Launch. Dash, Quick Launch. Nah, we'll let it go. But the Rocket Tracer, that one, do I? Special Summon Magna Rocket Dragon. What if our opponent's playing them synchros? I haven't seen them yet. There we go. Synchro Summon Borlog Savage. Here we will activate Conquistador. Chain Hakuero. And Chain Sanguine. If I stop Sanguine, then this is going to be a very underwhelming play. But Special Summon Hakuero. Ignis. So pop the Savage, don't care about the Striker Dragon. Also banish the flyback. Special Summon Conquistador. Effect the Conquistador. Destroy Boil Savage Dragon. And now our opponent can attack over our traps. But do get to keep Gold Lord, which is bigger than Time Thief. Time Thief doesn't have anything but monsters attached to it. Magna Rocket dies. But Special Summon Rocket. Special Summon Rocket Recharger. They're on Eldlich, that doesn't do much. Effect the Reader. Gets a spell, opponent can keep drawing cards. Banish Sanguine. Chains Reader. Banishes itself. Set Conquistador. That's easily our most powerful card. Take the attack. Attack the Recharger. Make this 2. Pass the turn. End phase. Effect the Hakuero. Get us another Scarlet. And this is what I was talking about with this deck. Once the momentum gets going, all our cards continuously replace themselves. Thinking about stopping on draw phase and taking out the Reader, but I don't think the Reader's doing much of anything we care about right now. If it grabs a trap, that's a little rough, but we even have the Elixir, we can get another Eldlich back. Effect of Winder. Winder's fine. At this point, I think we only stop stuff that threatens the Eldlich. Like, our opponent's going to gain a lot of card advantage, but none of it's meaningful unless they get a monster bigger than Eldlich. Just summon, just searches a retrograde. Ooh, Goblin Bird. Effect the Goblin Bird, that's fine. Then Bezel Ship. Take the Special Ship. I think I'm going to use Conquistador here just so they can't use a trap. Will not chain. Special another Conquistador. Effect. Blow up Redoer. Bezel Ship fizzles. So at this point, I think the card that our opponent can summon that would be the most impactful is probably Exciton Knight. If your opponent's ever summoned an Exciton Knight to blow up effectively 3 vanilla monsters, you're not in too bad of a position. Sets 1, summons Perpetua. Back to Puzzle Ship. Detach. Winder. Special summon back to Puzzle Ship. Definitely should have held priority and used the Sanguine in the end phase there. Wasn't thinking. But okay, that's another hit against using a client like this, is if you're not holding priority all the time, you'll automatically pass over certain effects like that. Special summon another Eldlich. So, big problem with what just happened there is since you didn't summon this new end phase, we're now locked into zombies, which means we can't special summon Constellar Pleiades. Not that summoning Pleiades is typically something that comes up very often, but it would be really good to have against this Ixie phase deck. Use Eldlich in hand, get Perpetua off the board since the one we can't attack over. Change the Bezel Ship. Perpetua dies. So we can summon Vampire Sucker or Brand. I don't think we want to do either. We really wanted Pleiades here. That was rough. Declare attack. Opponent can shuffle one back and draw a card, which is still lose Reader. Attack goes through. Then phase 2. Summon Bram. Yeah, we'll try that. Summon Bram. Back to Elixir. Grab our last Conquistador. And I still think we want to use that Eldritch effect, so we will pass there. Opponent, normal summons Regulator. Regulator. Regulator's kind of cute artwork. Special summon Winder and Bezel Ship. Winder's effect goes off. Search another Regulator. We're fine with that. So their traps are the only thing that the Eldritch deck really cares about. They're ahead on cards, so Exciton Knight didn't do much. Just summons a Perpetua. Hold priority to end phase this time. Activate Conquistador. Activates Retrograde. Attaches it. That's fine. Back to Elixir. Set Claro. Ooh, extravagance is cool. Semi-phase, effect of Petrua. Special summon Reader. Reader's effect goes off. It's a spell. They are really good at hitting spells. Nope. I like drawing cards. So I'm 6. Effect of Petrua. Attaches a monster to Reader. Time to thrown up order. You see effect of Bram. Attach. Summon. Honestly, I think you summon the Savage Dragon because it's big. Chain effect the Reader. Tag out the card. Tag out the card. Summon Savage Dragon. Effect the Chronic Order. Special summon itself. Alright, so this elixir isn't doing much. Activate Eldlich. Send Eldlich. Yes, we will special summon a zombie monster. Special summon Big Eldlich. Go to battle. Attack Perpetua. Activate Regulator. Special summon back Regulator. We will set our skill drain. It's a little sacky that we drew skill drain again, but we're also 22 cards deep into our deck at this point, so we have to see our power cards at some point. Set Elixir of White Destiny and pass the turn. Reader comes back. I don't even think hitting a trap does anything at this point because we have so many big monsters. Over. Alright, opponent, we're doing this again. What do you have that beats the skill drain? Sets back row? Sets back row? Summons Rocket Tracer. Has 4 monsters that can try to summon Boil Sword again. And the opponent keeps it up. Alright. So that is 3 matches for today. I'll probably end up using Project Ignis occasionally when I'm streaming by myself. I think overall I like Duelingbook better, but this has some potential, and if I add a ranked ladder to it, so there's less immediate concessions, then might end up using this more. But if you're interested in checking out Project Ignis, you should definitely look them up. I'll put a link to their Discord in the description. They seem like cool people. We want to help them out. It's the same team that worked with Percy. If you're interested, all of my content is going to be available on YouTube at ChardarYuGiOh. If you give me likes and subs, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And thanks very much.